Ben Bryant has been left fighting for his life after a fire at his home in Gravesend, Kent. The 60 Minutes Makeover star is said to have lost everything following the inferno which started in the kitchen of his flat. Ben, 35, is said to have left a chip pan on the stove of his home and fell asleep. Ben was rescued by neighbors after they spotted smoke coming from his ground-floor flat and swiftly alerted the emergency services, who responded to the desperate calls. His mum, Sarah, who lives in Orpington, has thanked his neighbors for saving her son's life. Sarah said, "If they hadn't done that, I wouldn't have had a son to visit this weekend." Ben spent over a week in hospital following the blaze on October 2 and was placed on life support as doctors battled to clear his lungs of soot after he breathed in a substantial amount of smoke. Speaking to Kent Online, she added, "There was loads of it in his lungs." The investigating officer said if he had been found on the bed he wouldn't be here today. And if his neighbors hadn't rung the fire service when they did, he wouldn't be here. Ben, who prior to appearing on 60 Minute Makeover in 2013 worked as a floor layer, admits he remembers putting chips in the pan before falling asleep. When the fire brigade arrived, he was discovered on the floor. 3 fire engines were sent to tackle the blaze before eventually extinguishing it before Ben received emergency care to aid his recovery. A spokesperson for Kent Fire and Rescue said, crews wearing breathing apparatus rescued one person from the property and used hose reel jets to extinguish the flames, which were out by 7:19 p.m. The person was passed into the care of paramedics after inhaling smoke. A spokesperson for Southeast Coast Ambulance Service said, ambulance crews attended the fire and one person was treated at the scene before being taken to hospital for further treatment. Following the disaster, Sarah says her son's flat is no longer habitable and he has been left fragile and emotional. She added, "Has very upset and worried about being homeless," before explaining that the social housing department at his local council is trying to find him accommodation for when he is discharged from the hospital. 60 Minute Makeover aired on ITV for 10 years between 2004 and 2014, with the likes of Claire Sweeney and Terry Dwyer at the helm of the show. It later aired on Quest Red in 2018, with Peter Andre also appearing as the presenter. Follow Mirror Celebs on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.